I'm the natural person, I'm the living man. For the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. It is not the name you have attached to this case, me. I believe that's a state created entity, Your Honor. And I'm not, me being a living person, I don't my name is in proper punctuation. I don't have a all caps name. So this is under the assumption that you guys have personal jurisdiction and subject matter jurisdiction over me, right?
Yes.
We have
Today's court hearing is especially intense. A self-identified sovereign citizen attempts to use a familiar argument that the court has no authority over him. From the start, it's clear he doesn't fully understand the legal points he's trying to make. Challenging a judge without solid knowledge rarely...
Good morning. 14B District Court is now in session. This is Magistrate Hillary Braley presiding. Okay, and I need you unmuted at the jail. There we go. Can I have your name, please?
For the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. I'm the natural person, I'm the living man. How we doing today, Miss Braley?
We are upright, if nothing else.
Great.
So, okay. And you said your name is Thomas Styron.
The second,
The second.
and then I'm the natural person, the living man.
Okay, thank you for your patience there. We had a little bit of a kerfuffle.
No
So,
problem.
recalling case number 19S00472, that is the state of Michigan versus Thomas Ulrich Styron, the second, you said, and also calling 24W001025, that is the township of Ypsilanti, also versus Thomas Ulrich Styron. So state your name for the record.
So, for the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. It is not the name you have attached to this case is not me. I believe that's a state created entity, Your Honor. And I'm not, me being a living person, I don't my name is in proper punctuation. I don't have a all caps name nor
Okay, I'm going to
Yeah.
cut you off right there.
how many
ends well, and watching him try to argue legal authority with someone who rules on the law every day is both awkward and surprisingly entertaining. Let's take a closer look at how this hearing unfolds. As the hearing continues, he goes on at length about jurisdiction and technical wording, but much of it doesn't make sense. It leaves you wondering how much real legal research...
I don't have no sorry. I don't have no contracts with the state of Michigan at all, period. And so I was wondering about personal jurisdiction and subject matter jurisdiction in regards to this.
Okay. And you can continue to wonder about those at the moment. What I am doing, you have a show cause hearing on the matter ending in 472, which is the retail fraud charge. I'm showing a balance of $210 on that. And then what you're being arraigned on, that is what I am here to explain the charge against you, is a citation issued on April 2nd, 2024 at 9:24 in the evening that charges that you operated a motor vehicle on North Ford Boulevard at or near Russell Street with no license on your person. Do you comprehend the charge against you?
I do not. I don't even own a license. I canceled my license years ago.
Okay. So, what you are being charged with is operating a motor vehicle without having a license on your person. So, I'm not asking if you agree with this. I'm not asking if you have a license. I'm asking if you understand the words coming out of my mouth as far as what this charge is.
The charge is accused me of not having a driver's license on my person, correct?
Correct.
Well, from my understanding, I need a driver's license if I'm in commerce. I was traveling home.
Okay.
I wasn't doing business at all. And also from my understanding, I don't need a license to do that.
And your overstanding is incorrect, sir. But we are not going to get into that.
Did this guy...
He's actually done. The judge clearly isn't persuaded, and even appears amused at moments as he struggles to explain his position. By the end, the judge's response makes it clear that his arguments aren't being taken seriously. Things take an even more interesting turn when he begins talking about the charge itself. He's accused of driving without a license, yet he openly admits he hasn't had one in 2 years while insisting he wasn't driving but traveling. In doing so, he ends up reinforcing the case against him, making statements like that only adds to the evidence, something most people would recognize as common sense. To his credit, he remains mostly polite throughout the hearing.
For now, you are saying that you have understood the words as far as not having a license on your person. It is a misdemeanor charge with a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine with court costs, or both.
So this is under the assumption that you guys have personal jurisdiction and subject matter jurisdiction over me, right?
Yes.
So
At this time, the court is going to set a pre-trial date for you. That will be before Judge Washington.
ma'am, can we prove the jurisdiction first before we go ahead with setting a trial for that entity or a pre-trial for that entity? Yeah.
I hear you. And at this point, you are appearing in front of the court. You have put your name on the record. And yes, we are setting a pre-trial date for you.
I did put my name on the record, and my name that I put on the record is not the same name that you have attached to that case.
And you can provide documentation of such at your pre-trial date, which is going to be June 26th.
So the documentation that I have published, recorded the documentation I have published and recorded on the record, on the state of Michigan record, that says what I just told you, that I'm not who you have, that I'm not the name you have attached to that case. That's I need to bring that with me, is what you're saying? It being already recorded and on the state of Michigan records, not
So
good enough?
whatever documentation you have,
Mhm.
bring it with you to your pre-trial date. That is what I am telling you, yes. So, and again, that court date, June 26th? Okay, will be June 26th at 9 a.m. before Judge Washington. The court will enter that you are standing mute to all charges at this time.
So we're just assuming jurisdiction, though, correct?
Yes.
How? From
No.
my understanding, that
And
has to be proved before we even proceed with anything else. Am I wrong?
you are not correct. The court will also set a personal recognizance bond in this matter. Basically, you are promising to show up for that June 24th court date at 9 a.m. over Zoom before Judge Washington, where you will have your pretrial. Okay, so at this point, your hearings are concluded. You are free to stand up and tell the jail that you are finished.
So I need to be there under threat, duress, coercion of going to jail?
Which is more than can be said in many similar cases. However, his lack of understanding continues to work against him. Situations like this often highlight how simply following basic laws could prevent a great deal of legal trouble in the first place. The judge handles the situation calmly and professionally. She allows him to speak but steps in when needed, keeping control of the courtroom without being drawn into unnecessary debate. Her firm yet patient approach shows exactly how these cases should be managed, by staying focused, confident, and unshaken by legal arguments that don't hold up. The hearing also raises questions about virtual court proceedings. While Zoom court can be convenient, cases like this show how easy things can spiral when participants talk over one another or fail to take the process seriously. In-person hearings often feel more structured and effective, especially in contentious cases. That wraps up today's video. Thanks for watching, and if you found this court hearing interesting, feel free to like and subscribe for more content. Let me know what you thought about this case, and I'll see you in the next one.